Who are you? Father, what's going on? What's happening? Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! What's going on? Father? Father! I don't know you! Go away! Father! Father, help me! There's someone here! Help me! Okay. You're taking me home to my father? Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon. Father? Is it true? Did you really blow up the institute? Why would you do that? No, I know. Just as long as I get to see you. Yeah, that's what Sturgis said. Yeah, that's what the proctor lady told me. Yeah, that's what Tom told me. Okay, I bet I could do some really neat stuff with this. Really? They were kind of like my family. You're not gonna leave me, right? I don't know. You're busy and lots of people need you. Just make sure you don't forget about me. As long as you don't leave me, it'll be okay. I know you're busy and important and all that. I just hope I get to see you sometimes. I mean, I'll miss them. But if it means everyone else will be safe, that's awful. I thought they were nice. Hi, Mom. I've been waiting for you. I mean, I'll miss him, but I guess that's just what happens. Is it true that he died? I liked him. He was always really nice to me. Really? A monster? Well, then maybe it's not so bad he's gone. Nope, not at all. They told me you'd be coming to see me, so I waited nice and patiently. Hi, Dad. I've been waiting for you. Here, you can take this. I made it earlier. I hope it's useful. Maybe if you can't do anything with it, you could sell it to someone. Do you like it? Maybe if you don't need it, you could sell it to someone else. A hot plate, for like cooking and stuff. An old microscope. An old fuse. I need an old telephone. I can really use a vacuum tube. I really like taking things apart and seeing what else I can make from them. Dr. Watson always called it tinkering. Do you think it's weird that I've never seen the surface? I think Dr. Ayo smells kind of funny. Don't tell him I said that, okay? Sometimes I feel like people look at me for way too long. I don't like it. I really like reading. You can learn all sorts of things from books. Father says I'm fascinating. That's a good thing, right? Ha, you're funny. Of course you are. I'm sorry that you're sad. Wow. Okay. I'm glad I don't have to keep waiting. I didn't want to forget. You must be pretty excited about that. Yeah, they said I had to wait, so I waited. Here, this is for you. It's a holotape from Father. He said to give it to you, but not to listen to it. Please, Mom, don't leave me here. I want to go with you. But you're in charge now, right? Never mind, I guess. We could talk about it some other time. Oh, before I forget, Father, he told me to give this to you. I didn't listen to it, so I don't know what it says. But I think it's important. I promise I'll do something cool with it. I'll try to make you something really good, okay? Thanks again, Dad. I mean it. Thanks again, Mom. I mean it. And here, this is for you. And look what I made earlier. It's for you. Oh, come on. No, you don't. Be serious. Tell me when you get one. For real. I need an aluminum canister. A biometric scanner. I was hoping you could find an old camera. The world is so much bigger than I've ever imagined. I'm glad I don't have to spend my whole life underground. That would be boring. There are so many neat things to mess around with out here. I wish there were cars that worked. It would be really fun to drive one. I bet it's fun to be in charge of the whole institute. Maybe someday I'll get to see what the rest of the world looks like. Synths are weird, aren't they? They're almost just like real people. Maybe when I grow up, I could be the director someday. Let me know right away if you find one, okay? Great! That's it. I'm ready. Let's get out of here. Father, help me! I was so worried. I thought I'd never see you again. Dad, Mom, Father? Father, help me! She's trying to take me! Yeah, I like it here too. No one new ever shows up around here. Do you like the institute so far? Oh, I think it's great. I learn new things every day, and Dr. Watson is always playing games with me. Oh, hi. I haven't seen any other places. Not for real, anyway. But that's all right. I like it here just fine. You're new here, right? I've heard about you. Really? I thought it was better than the rest of the world. That's what Father says, anyway. Okay, maybe we could talk more later. Oh, okay. I heard you're going to be in charge of the institute someday. Hey, don't tell Dr. Watson I did that, okay? I might get in trouble. Oh, hi. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Yeah, Father says that the institute is the only hope for people left in the world. And if you're in charge, that means that it's all your fault if something got messed up. The music was neat, but I didn't understand a lot of what they were talking about. Father? He doesn't come to visit very much these days. And even when he does, he usually just talks to the other doctors. Oh, hi. I can't really talk right now. Can you maybe come back later? Huh? That doesn't make any sense. Dr. Watson says he's going to teach me about lasers soon. I always wondered how they work. I learned how to take apart a biometric scanner, all by myself. Isn't that cool? The other day I talked to Quentin, and he didn't make fun of me at all. It was great. Really? Yeah, I think I would be too. Because then you could just tell everyone what to do. Like you could make Dr. Watson tell me all the secrets he's hiding. Or you could tell Quentin that he has to be nice to me from now on. That'd be neat. You're lying! Good. For a second, I thought you forgot who I was. Now let's hurry up and get out of here. Then don't leave me here to die. Take me with you. Please! I'm not a baby, and I'm old enough to take care of myself. The only help I need is to get out of here. Now can we please go? But you are. Nobody told me, I just know it. Why would you say you're not? Don't you love me anymore? You're just saying that so you can leave me here and not feel bad about it. I hate you! What do you mean? Nobody told me. You just are. You've always been my dad. This isn't funny. What do you mean I'm not your son? It can be scary out here sometimes. But people just never give up, do they? They're always trying to make things safer. I'm really glad that you're trying so hard to make the Commonwealth a better place. You sure do help a lot of people, don't you? Growing food sure is a lot dirtier than it was in the Institute. But I think it's a lot more fun, too. It's strange, but I feel part of something finally. Sometimes it's hard not knowing my real dad. But now, I'm just glad you are here. When people die, can they become synths? Does that make them alive again? Or still gone? I still can't believe I finally met my real father. When I first met you, I didn't know what to think. I'm just so happy you found me. We're going to live here, right? I think it's great. I like this place. Finally a real home. This place feels good. We'll stay here, right? Deacon's not really a synth. Is he? Mr. Valentine doesn't look like any synth I saw at the Institute. Psst, Dad. I like Mr. Valentine. When I grow up, I think I want to be a detective. Just like him. Psst, Mom. I like Mr. Valentine. When I grow up, I think I want to be a detective. Just like him. Your friend Kate uses some funny words. They usually start with F. Miss Kate looks tough. Could she beat you in a fight? I bet it would be close. I really hope Dogmeat has puppies someday. But first, he need to meet a lady dog. Right? So wait, Kiri used to be a robot. But now she's a synth? Wow, Kiri talks funny. Just like Codsworth. But like, different funny. But still funny. I can't believe we're in a real castle. I bet nothing could get us in here. Someday I'll be a Minuteman too, and protect everyone at a minute's notice. Do a lot of kids live in old crypts? 'Cause it's kind of creepy. I love the two-headed cow. It makes the weirdest noises. I hope the radio beacon brings more people. I can't wait to hear their stories. Dad, it's really great that you're helping people build someplace safe to live. Mom, it's really great that you're helping people build someplace safe to live. I really wish I could take one of those turrets apart. But that probably wouldn't be a good idea, huh? This is a really fun place to live. I'm so glad you brought me here. When I'm older, can I explore with you? Did you know me when I was younger? I can't remember. The others? They look up to you. I can see it. Sometimes I'm scared, but it all seems okay when you're here. The others? They told me to stop worrying. They said you can't be killed, that you'd always come back to me. Are you leaving again? I like it when you're here. It's hard to think about before this. Sometimes I can remember, sometimes I can't. Does that happen to you? Last time you came back, Never mind. I'm just happy you're here. The others were talking about some creature. I thought I saw it. Maybe. What happens when people die? Can Mom see me? I know everything's going to be okay, especially when you're around. I wish I knew my mom. She died when I was just a baby, right? That kind of makes me sad. I wish I knew my dad. He died when I was just a baby, right? That kind of makes me sad. If humans make synths, who makes humans? Like you and me. Some of the others were talking about dying, and how when a human dies, you can't just make another one. Hey, it's raining! I like the nighttime. It's usually more quiet. Wow, it's hot today. Deacon's cool and tough. I bet my dad was like that. Deacon's cool and tough. He's just like you, Dad. Wow, I know why they call him strong. For a monster, your friend seems pretty nice. Piper is really nice and pretty and smart. I bet my mom was like her. Piper's really nice and pretty and smart. She's just like you, Mom. Is it true that Piper has a little sister? Maybe I can meet her someday. So Codsworth is a robot, right? And not a synth? And he's a servant, not a slave. It's a little confusing. Codsworth sure does talk funny. Why do people call him Dance? He doesn't look like he moves that good. Mr. Dance seems kind of sad. and serious. Maybe you should tell him some jokes. Dog meat must be like the best dog ever. Dad, people here keep looking at me and smiling. I guess they must really like kids. Mom, people here keep looking at me and smiling. I guess they must really like kids. I used to live underground. And now I'm up in the sky. People here are really happy the Institute's gone, aren't they? I never knew that people were so scared of synths. Or the Institute. I don't think Elder Maxon likes me very much. He never smiles either. Oh man. It's too bad they don't make power armor that I can wear. It looks super fun. Do you think someday I can join the Brotherhood of Steel too? People here don't have enough to eat. You're gonna help them, right? I heard people saying they don't have enough clean water here. I hope you can help them, soon. The world is so much bigger than I've ever imagined. Huh? Yes, I'm Shaun. It'd be neat to have an old camera. You know, for parts. If you could find me a hot plate, I'd love to take it apart. I'd like to have an old microscope. You know, to use for parts. If you could bring me a sensor module, I could take it apart and use it for stuff. I can really use an old telephone. They got all sorts of neat parts in them. Think you could find me an old vacuum tube? I'm building something, and it might be helpful. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Mom. Just because it's old doesn't mean it's junk. It's still useful. So, you gonna look for one for me? Nobody ever lets me take stuff apart down here. Besides, working with old stuff is fun. So, are you gonna look for one for me? Next time you're above ground, can you look for something? I want to try building some new stuff. Next time you're out doing stuff, can you look for something? I want to try building some new things. Did you find what I needed? This one time, I modified a radio so I can listen to the broadcast from up there. I think it's called Diamond City. So you've been above ground. Is it really all this straight up there? Not too much. That sounds like a lot of work. Are you excited or scared? I need an alarm clock. Oh, okay. Well, tell me when you find one, alright? I don't know. Whatever I can come up with. I bet it'll be neat, though. So, will you look for one? Perfect! Thanks! I can really use an old alarm clock. I'd love to have a chemistry set to play with. I mean, for taking apart. I'd love to have a biometric scanner to take apart. But you can't just leave me here! I don't want to die! Please, just think about it for a second. Please, Dad, don't leave me here. I want to go with you. What? You're my father. Why else would I call you that? Okay, I'm ready. Let's go! I just wanted you to know. I love you, Mom. I just wanted you to know. I love you, Dad. I sure do miss you when you leave, Mom. But it's always great when you come back. I sure do miss you when you leave, Dad. But it's always great when you come back. You know, it's not as clean as the Institute, but I like it. Oh, I heard Dr. Higgs saying that you weren't qualified, and we'd all be lucky if we lived another 2 years. He's so funny sometimes. I should get back to sleep, I guess. Maybe we could talk more some other time. I should do my reading. Maybe we could talk some more some other time, okay? Well, sure. Why wouldn't I be? What? You're my mother. Why else would I call you that? Okay. I know it might be kind of hard to find, but I'm sure I can make it worth it. I want to try and make something. For you. I bet I can make something really useful for you. Oh. Okay, well, maybe some other time. Thanks anyway. Hey, Dad, can you do something for me? Hey, Mom, can you do something for me? I promise I won't get in your way, and I can take care of myself. You won't have to do anything. I can take care of myself. Just don't leave me here. Really? Do you mean it? No, I totally do. What I mean is, thanks. Now let's get out of here. I promise I won't be too much trouble. I'll stay out of your way, and you won't even have to take care of me. So can I go with you? Please! You're just gonna leave me here? I can't believe it. I hate you! I'm glad you are here to save me. Thanks, Mom. You saved my life and I'll never forget it. We're really doing it, aren't we? Rebuilding the world. Together. Can't you feel it, Mom? It's like everyone has hope. Like everything's just gonna be okay. Can't you feel it, Dad? It's like everyone has hope. Like everything's just gonna be okay. Dr. Watson always said that the surface was hopeless. But it's not. Just look at what people are building. People out here are just like me. They like to tinker with things too.